Greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Um, I am Monster to Mermaid, and this is Minecraft with the Minecolonies mod. For those of you who don't know, there you are. This morning on Twitch, I had some realizations, and those realizations still hold true. This is my game, and this is the way I like to play it. And we are having a Valentine's weekend, and I am enjoying being able to have talks with people that I know from my game, from my chat world, and it's very fun. So thank you for being here. For those of you who watch later, have fun. Thank you. It really is. I love it. So this morning on Twitch, we did two things. Let's start with the first one. What we did on YouTube this morning, no, on Twitch this morning, is we went back to the farm, and I think we were just gonna show the farm, show the Twitch people the farm, and all the stuff that had been done to it. But what ended up happening was that the doctor's furniture was decided upon, and because of the furnishings for the doctor, we actually had to push out a couple of the walls, take away two of the windows to make it possible for the doctor to have some space. So here it is, the new farmer's clinic. And this farmer's clinic, this is where the patients are. They're on this side of that wall, and you can see their curtains. They have places for linens and things that they need, cups and all of that are all held in this area here. There is a chair, and I think there's a stool at the other end. This is the waiting room on this side right here. Waiting room and the desk, the front desk right here for the clinic. And then through here, and this is actually a little, this comes up and closes that off. So we have this area. This is actually the doctor's area. So the doctor has a little sink area right here, and places for utensils. This just so looks like a doctor's chest of some sort. And then over here, we have this table where when they say, hop up and let me examine you kind of thing. This is the examination table here. And this is how this clinic is. Now this morning we were looking at, should we have a clinic for farm animals, and we were trying to figure out if we could, and we haven't come up with an answer for that yet. We did find another clinic, Sandyton, Thaler's add-on to Desert Oasis, actually has a hospital, a tiny little hospital that would actually work as the animal clinic if we wanted. And so that's something that we can look at. So we were doing that, and then watching as things got done. Another thing we decided on this morning had to do with these information centers. So all these information centers are in front of an apartment complex. And this apartment complex right here, these are all level 3. And such is Primus, everybody. Thank you. He brought me some apple juice, apple cider. And all of these information centers are in front of apartment buildings. And the first one, the second one, I should say, that we did, it was the first level 5. Remember, we experimented. Well, what would they look like? What are they going to look like when they get to be a level 5? So we leveled one of them up, and we used Zelkova wood when we did it, and that became the name of the apartment building, Zelkova. And I had this idea this morning that what we can do is we can actually pick a different, oh, the biomes we've gone tree, and have those strange trees be the names of the apartment buildings. And it works out so perfectly to do that, that we're just going to have a very fun time doing it, because it just is really beautiful when we do it. Okay, so that was some of the things that we worked on this morning, and that brings us back to this. So pay attention. This is Mubian's little submarine that is meant to, this is the courier shop. This is actually meant to be a courier sub. Unlike the submarine over here, and this is a medium supply submarine. This is a medium size supply submarine. There are larger ones, but they don't come here. They go to larger areas and then they're loaded. A medium sized sub is loaded for us. Now, these subs can't go to every little place that needs something delivered, and so that's how we ended up using these. Now, what these actually are, and this is the story, and thank you, Vincentius Primus, for this story. These are actually subs that were used to clean, to service large submarines that were used for carrying supplies, for defense, and things like that. So we have one of those large submarines. As a matter of fact, we have an exploration sub over at, oh, I'm above the water. Let's go over, let's see if we're going the right way. Yes, over here. So the exploration sub that we have is actually one of the large subs, and this is how big they can get. They can get bigger than this, but this is a pretty good sized submarine right here. You can see the outline of it against the building, and the little tiny scrubs were used, the little tiny submarines were actually used to work on the outsides of those bigger submarines. And then the city-states decided at one point that, especially a state like this one here, that it's much easier to deliver if we use the little subs that were being used to repair submarines, if supplies were put into these subs, and then these subs were then driven to little airlocks, and the airlock is where they can put the stuff. Now, the interesting thing about the airlock and this particular sub is this works fine for the airlock. So let's go to an airlock for a minute. Let's see if I can find, oh, I know the closest airlock is right over here. So a sub can pull up to this airlock, pull underneath it, and rise up to the point where the driver can get out and give, or get out and put whatever he's bringing, just drop it off right here, get back in the sub, and drive away and go back to the warehouse. So you can see right here, we've got these platforms where submarines are going to come back to these platforms and pick things up. This is a level 4 right here. I might leave one of these like this one because it looks really cool having those things all piled up there. This is the stonemason right here, and we have a platform here instead of a airlock. And the thing about this platform is that the sub sits here. So let me show you this sub again right here so you can see the changes that we made this morning. So this sub, the driver gets in, and he does have it this way. These subs are driven from this way, so that they're looking out the window through here and they can see out. We could give them a better view on the sides, but they can pretty much see. And then this is where they sit, and this is how they get in and out. And that goes along with where these walkways are. How's the stuff get in? How do we get the stuff into these? These are supposed to be like a little UPS or FedEx truck. How do we get the stuff in? Now, if this is the engine right here on these, then they're coming here and they're coming to the top, and that would mean that behind the seat would have to be where they were putting the stuff. If we left it like this, that's where it would have to be. However, we experimented with changing it around completely and making the engine still in the front, so these pieces right here are the engine. The driver is still sitting here, so when he comes up to an airlock, he can open this and come up here, and he'll be in the airlock, and that's perfect. And then he's driving from here. He can see here and drive the submarine. But what we changed was the back. Instead of having the engine be in the back the way it is with the others, the engine's actually in the front, and in the back is the cargo. And so this is where this opens up like this, and then the cargo can go in, especially here where we have big cargo like stone. This is a stone mason, and it can come in and be in here, and then the driver can actually close those doors from the inside and then come down to here and whoops, close that door, close that door. I just opened it by mistake. Can I get it to close? There we go. And then they can stand here and they can drive and they can see out, and they're driving. That is how we're having it. So this whole area back here that we changed is for them to be able to put merchandise in, for it to seem legitimate that they would put stuff into this scrub to be delivered. And when you think about it, when you think about how much a courier is carrying and how much they carry on their way, this is probably just about the right size for a courier to put in all the stuff that they're carrying, and then go off and bring it either back to the warehouse or continue on to someplace else. And that's what we want it to look like. Now, I know that a lot of these things are actually connected to other things that are connected to other things that are holding these buildings up. And I think at some point, some buildings like this one here, we have a couple buildings in some areas that we're actually going to have to put a foundation down. See this hub right here? we could foundation this building and then have all of these buildings be off of it in some material that we're claiming is light enough to be able to float in a way. So these buildings are essentially floating, and that's why we're trying as much as possible to get rid of the stone and make it look like it's actually made out of a special concrete to leather, made out of concrete, and that's what's holding things up. And so that's what we worked on this morning. And these are called scrubs. So the scrubs were originally the little ships that helped with the repair and cleaning of the outside of big submarines, and that was changed to delivery couriers, logistics offices, using those little submarines for as couriers, and it's like, and probably the big submarines looked at them and said, "But that's just a scrub." And it's like, yeah, so we're using the scrubs. So there we go. That's a little story of this place. And here is the Zelkova, and this is what we were talking about using the wood from the biomes we've gone, which is our biome maker with this version of Minecolonies, and the wood from that the biomes we've gone, we're going to use to name buildings. Now these are all druids. This is a druid sanctuary, and so this druid sanctuary, having the apartment buildings named after trees, only seems correct. It seems like what it should be. I mean, you know, that they would miss their trees, that they love trees, but they wanted to have a life of no fighting, and this allows them to do that. So we've got a couple of builders who are waiting by. What are you waiting for? You tell me. Black floating carpet. I don't know that anyone's made any black floating carpet yet. Everything else is being delivered. Deep slate tile wall. I think we might have to look at that and see. Deep slate tile. So let's come over here, and we're going to start with the, hold on. Thank you. We're going to start with Dana and with Micah. We'll have Micah do it. We'd have Micah make floating carpet. So, or is it the Fletcher? Let's look at teach recipes, crafting recipes. Let's see if we have black wool. We definitely have black wool and black dye and the like, and I think we're good to go. It's the Fletcher who's going to teach. There's Dana in her shop working. She's always working on that magnificent material. I beg your pardon, the nether material. This bakery isn't finished yet, but we're going to look at our people. Abdullah is graduated! Yay, team! Abdullah has graduated, and he is the new baker. If you can see, he has the most dexterity of the kids right now, And so he is going to be the new baker. Now, Messiah is living in housing that's right off of here. We're going to have to find a place for Abdullah because he's living in the dorms right now and he can't stay there. It's too far away. So let's come back here and see if there's some place back here where he can live. Now, I don't know if Messiah's living here, so I'm going to check and see if this is too far away. So this is Oakley, Mildred, Sebastian, and I do not, 60. So it is closer, it's just on the edge. 60 is what it is. I don't think there's room for him. I'm going to put him here for a minute so that we can find out. But I don't think there's room for him in the other housing that's closer. It's nighttime, everyone's coming and going back home. Let's come over here. That's a visitor. See the boots? Let's go over to this apartment building and see. If this apartment building has 2 people living in it, then that's all the housing. And it does. It has Micah, and Micah is a dyer. And it has Case. Abdullah would be perfect living here. And Messiah. Where's Messiah living? Is Messiah living in here with someone? Hold on. I think Messiah is actually living with someone in one of the apartments here. Who's here? No, I don't want to sit down. Shoot. Okay, I'm going to have to have a finger to look at. There's Messiah. Oh, Messiah and Dana. Interesting. Let's come down here. Let's look at the 2 people who are here. One of them is Micah, who's a dyer, and Case, who's the Fletcher. And let's see if any of them would be better. If we can put them over here, that would be Micah and Case, and see if this housing is okay over here for them. Might not be. Double check. Right here, we still have room. Case would be perfect here. Let's look at Micah. Micah is better off where he is, but Case can actually be here. He's the Fletcher. We're going to assign Case to here, even though it means 5 people. Why don't we move Mildred into the apartment next door? We'll move Mildred into here, definitely. So Mildred will be here, where Bear and Zora are, and we'll put Mildred here. And that works. That makes for better housing arrangement, and that way we can put, Abdullah is actually ending up having a perfect place to live, but that's the choices that we have right now. When he lives over there, he's a little too far away, and this is like perfection right here. So we're going to exchange them, and everyone is, notice where everyone is, notice the closeness that they have. Oakley, she would be happy here, but she's in the 40s, low 40s too, and that's actually good. Sebastian is okay here. Ryan's good here. Logan, Nancy. Nancy's in one of the private suites upstairs, so she's fine actually. And Zora, who lives on the other side, yes, she would be closer. but she's fine where she is for right now, and that takes care of everybody. Okay. It is 11, almost midnight, and that's so wild when they do that. And we're in the visitors shopping center. And we talked about going back to using Minecolonies' own name for the tourists and calling them visitors, and I like that. So the visitors shopping center, this is the tavern here, and every once in a while we do look for the relatives of kids who are orphans. And so we're going to look here. Atherton, we don't have anyone with that name. And the other person went upstairs. All of the citizens are in bed. Yahoo! And who's this? We don't have any of the Fudd family here. And let's come over here. That's Kravitz. We don't have any Smiths. And who's that? That's Delgadia. Ah, hi. Oi, Mr. Villager. Oi. And let's come over here for a second. How are you? How are you doing? What were you going to say? I see you going, let's come back here. I was going to look for a minute. I'm good. I'm actually having quite a good day. Coughing a little bit still, but not so much. And very good, very good. And yes, thank you for asking. Let's come here for a minute. I'm going to look at the people. I just want to look at the orphan names for a second and see if we see any of these names. Nope, we don't see a single one of these names. So we don't have any of the orphan kids relatives here right now. What are you doing, Carson? Stop. So if I can't get Carson to stop doing this, I might have to take this away. Most of everybody seems to be okay, but I still have trouble with some of these pieces. And let me see. So he stopped. Let's take away the two bottom pieces and let's see if we can just do it like this. I think we might be able to have it like that. The elevators, we're still having a tiny bit of problem. I think I am better. Thank you. Vincentius. Mr. Villager is asking for you. He's asking if you're resting. He's not sleeping, if that's what you mean. He's no man's skying. He's doing No Man's Sky right now, having fun. Let's leave it like this and let's see if anyone else gets stuck. And he's been concentrating very hard on No Man's Sky during his off time in the last week, I think. No Man's Sky updated, I think, their, what do they call them? Challenges, exploration, adventures, whatever. And so a lot of people went back in to play the new the new pieces of No Man's Sky, and that's what he's doing. Well, no man is supposed to be in the skies, but there they are. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, well, I don't know that yeah, that's a curious statement, Mr. Villager. That's a curious statement. But yeah, is it too soon for men to be in the sky? Um, you would think that we'd have some more of our problems solved before we went into the sky. But yeah, eventually, I think that's one of the things that is going to happen just because we like knowing things as humans. And there's nothing like knowing things up close and personal. And I think that's a lot of what's happening. Let's see if all the kids, oh, and there it is. This is morning. I see kids getting up and going to school. And let me see how many people we have left in school now. How is the colony going? It's going okay. Tell me how much time you have and I'll give you a tour. And let me come here and let's look. Dun, 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 dun. We only have 2 people in school at the university, so we have plenty of room for 6 kids, which would give us the full 100. At the university, we can have 4 people there, and then we can have 2 kids here. Because there's only 2 people here. So we can have 2 people here. So that's all 6 kids. And in the dorm, let's check the dormitory. You were just kidding. It reminded you of all the cases in here that a ton of personal planes are falling for not having maintenance and etc. Yeah, it would be good to see the smaller changes just for keeping the thriller, right? Yes. Okay. So that's one of the changes, that our kids graduated. And let's see who's living here. We still have Mauricio, the doctor and the teacher are still here. Mauricio went back to school. He is going to get the opportunity to run the farm hospital, but he has to complete the rest of his studies in order to do that. And so he is back at school. I beg your pardon. And Eli is running the university because Michael is working with Ariana. So right now, Danny is actually the only kid I think left, but Danny was the baby. And so he's now one of the few kids left. But Mauricio is in school too, so that means that he has company. There's someone else. Where's Hakeman? Where's the new Lionel that we have? He's not here. So Danny and Mauricio are here together. Where's Lionel? Did I assign him a job without writing it down? Possibly. Okay, so you can tell that this is a level 4 library right here. And you can see some special bookcases that have been added, and that there is much more concrete in use. Now this is the place I think where this is set too far back, but we'll see. And the university was already a level 4. This is a level 4 of the university, and it's still waiting for the telescope. What we did down here is we began adding more airlocks. So we put in a new airlock right here, and this is being worked on right now. So we took away the things that we had added for the time being to make room for the construction here. And as you can see, this is changing a lot. The materials that this is being made out of are changing quite a bit. That is quite a bit of prismarine. And so that is why Kenzo is waiting for prismarine shard to be delivered for the making of prismarine, dark prismarine. And that's the university area. So nothing really else has happened in this area right here. In the tavern area, you see that the people are sitting again. Over in the visitors area, there aren't really a lot of changes right now. We do have one of the kids who is working here, right here, Zora. And what time of day is it? What time of day is it? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Where is she? Is she upstairs? Let's call her. There she is.
I'm waiting for something.
You're missing some items. Let me see what you want. What are you asking for?
Where's the courier?
You need a field. Okay, we're going to have a problem with her. She's going to be asking for a field, and we don't have one for her. So I'm trying to figure out what I could do to give her a tiny field, because there isn't one. That's just a little part of a retail store right there. And I would have to find some place in this crowded neighborhood to put a little tiny field. Now it's possible. Oh, that would be interesting. So this is the restaurant right here, and this is the dye shop on this side. And right back here, we should be able to see that there? That's the flower shop. That's the actual planter part of the flower shop. No, this is the upstairs. Oh, ooh. Okay. Let's see if we can put something in the tundra. Put something inside that glacier. I need a tiny, tiny field. I'm gonna cough. Okay. I have an idea. I have an idea of something. And I think I can do that. I just remembered that we don't have one of the ones that makes sort of a smaller plantation. Let me see if I can do it. And let's come to here. The sun is setting. And let's go to underwater base for a moment. Let's go to fields. And here's a sea field. So I would say that the sea field is probably the smallest. But this sea field looks like the one from Cliff Style, the way it is. What is that supposed to be connected to? Do you see that there? That seems to suggest it's being connected to something specific. Or maybe that's just a story about how to make it work. We would have to put it in an arboretum in order for it to work the way this is. Let's look at the one from Cliffs for a minute. Cliffs. No. Farms, fields, sea field. So this sea field has a smaller piece right here for walking into. I think I can fit this sea field in. Let's look at one more thing. OG, original. IG, original. It's not coming up. Let's go back. There it is. Let's look at fields. Let's look at the sea field. Level. Okay, that's it. And let's look and see what it looks like. Okay, so this is meant to be on the ground, but it is a sea field, which means that it would grow these things, the things that we need. But it's meant to be on top of the ground, and we don't have any tops here. I would have to put it in some place, like in a glacier or something, to make it work. It's much easier to, I think, put the other ones in. But let me check one more. Let's check the cliff again. Cliff right here, and let's go to fields, and let's go to the sea field here. You can see this field being able to grow everything. We can grow these. See these pieces down here? I don't know whether but we need to be able to, because this has to be heated, and this is what we need. So this is the one that we're going to use. Now the question is, how do I fit this somewhere? And the other one I was talking about was underwater base, right? Underwater base is one. Infrastructure, fields. And this is meant to be on the floor. Looks like it's meant to be on the floor of an arboretum. And has the areas here. No, we'll have to use the other for sure. All right, so switch back. Let's go to cliffs and let's get this. Put some lamps at the deep edges of the water, maybe. Yeah, probably so. That would be kind of neat. Yeah, in order for it to be seen, I just have to figure out how to put this somewhere. Because it doesn't have a top either. So we would need to put it somewhere where we could build a top around it. And we need to put it somewhere where she can reach it. And so the place that we have to put it that fills all of that would be down in here. Now the question is it going to interfere? Let's come under the ice. Is it going to interfere with buildings that are below? And that's what we're going to have to look at right now. So we're coming around to this side. So this is the upstairs. And right here you can see that's one of the hall areas there. There's nothing behind in this section right here. I don't think there's anything in there, but I'd have to see how big that is. So let's do an X for a second. Let's X. Let's X. And then let's come to here. See where this is right here? Let's come to here and let's go to fields. See field. And let's pull out and let's see what we're looking at. So obviously it can't go there. Can it go here? It's too big. It's way too big for anything in that area. See it in the background there? See how much room it's taking? Let's move it over to here. Nope, still too big for this area. It's too big in that area too. Let's come down and go up. And there it is right there. But I'd have to have a way for her to get to it, for Zora to be able to get to it. We can't, I don't think we can put it here. See, there's something right here. If we come over here, I think it's not interfering if it was set right here. Let's go in to this apartment building and see if we can see that. How far down do we want to bring it? Let's look at the stairwell. There it is. So what if we could bring it to here? Let's bring this down. And put it here. There's nothing here. Let me see if it's showing in this apartment right here. We'll check on that. Who is that? Somebody's upset. I can't tell who that is. We'll have to go down and look. Let's go into the apartment building first. So we're going to come down here. Oh, ooh. Oh, look what's on. So this is on. Why are you on? It's too close to this. Who's that? Oh, it's Ryan. Ryan needs some things. Shoot, the warehouse is full. Let's take a moment and let's go to the warehouse. The warehouse is full, which means nothing is getting done. So we'll go over to the warehouse for a second. Let's go around to the other side, and sure enough, there they all are. So let's do this right here. We're going to sort first, and that should take care of most of their needs. Doing the sorting, and there they go.
Dum da 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 dum bum.
Now let's see if it really is full. It's not really full, or this would be full. When this is full, then we'll have to expand the warehouse. But right now, I think this is good. Low battery, okay. See you next time. Thank you. Obrigado. Have a good day. Okay. So this is okay for now, I think. I wanted to see if I could find some empty shelves, and I did. So I think we're okay for a little bit. All right. It's not raining, is it? I don't think so. Purple and downtown. Okay, I apologize for that. Okay, I was headed for this area again because we were going to go up and see if we could see this building in, look at that. Someone's working on this, maybe. I don't think so. I think these buildings are on because that thing that I just set is interfering with these rooms. So we'll come up here and we'll see what we can find. And here it is. There it is. See, it's right there. I don't see any white in here, and that's what I would need to see. Actual white in there in order for it to be interfering These are all just blues. Let's come down to the tavern. Let's come down to the tavern for a second. I need to go upstairs in the tavern and see what I see. That's still blue. All that's blue. Let's go upstairs and see if we can see it. Any white in any of these rooms? I don't see the red. Oh, there it is. Okay, the red is there. I don't see any white in this building. And it's right there like that. Okay, let's close this door and this door and come back down. So now, we didn't have to come this way. Let's go upstairs into this area. And let's see. This is all, that shouldn't be affected. There's the white right there. Coming right there like that. It doesn't interfere with that. Let's look on this side. It's not interfering. This is pretty amazing. It's pretty small when you see it like that. So now let's go down and go upstairs through the flower shop and see what we can see. So I could do yes, I could do numbers. I'm sure there is a mathematical way of figuring out whether this can be here or not. But this is what we're doing instead. And there it is. It's sitting right on this part right here. We were having it be there, and it can't. It would have to be up. Nope. It would have to be up at least to there. And what good is that? So, is there anything right here? Let's do something different. Let's bring this down to here. Let's move it behind us. How far back did we do? Was that way too far? Let's turn this around. I want to see the stairs for this. Would be let me see if the stairs are here. There's that. Okay, so let's see. There's the water. There's the stairs. So if we had something right here, that's the stairs right there going up. Let's go out and see where that puts this. Where does that put this if we had it there? Ah. Okay. So we can't do that. It puts it right smack dab in the middle of this. Okay. So let's go back up in here. So we can't do it from there. I know we put in the this part right here, but that might be the only place that we can put it. Let's turn it this way, bring it over. That's putting it back, bring it over here. Let's put the stairs starting in the back of here. And let's see where that puts it. Yep. And there it is right behind us. And this part is actually saying it wouldn't change anything. We've seen that before. No. This is not going to change anything right here with the hut block. But it comes all the way over into this area. Okay. There is actually no way. That's interesting. I was hoping I could put it somewhere where they could reach it, but there isn't any place. Once again, so you can see that's the walkway. That way, there's an apartment right here. There are the curtains for the apartment window. We just looked at this section right here, and this is going here. I don't know what I can do. Unless I did the smaller one. Unless I decided that, yes, you're right, I can't do that size. And that I was going to do the small size. And then could I put it here? So let's bring this back over here, turn it this way, move it back here and here like that, just for a moment. And let's X that. Let's come to original. Remember how little room there was? We just need something to make her able to do something so that she's happy. And let's go to fields. And this would be the sea pickle field. And there it is. So this is the sea pickle field right here. And let's see how far down it comes now. And there it is. That's it right there. And let's see how big it is. And it is tiny. This is actually what we need. Now the question is, where can we put it? Let's try over here one more time. We're going to try over here. So where's the stair piece here? Let's look at this. I just need to see how you get into this thing. There it is right there. This is the walk right here. Let's take this walk and match it to the floor right here. And then let's take this, see where those lines are, and let's make them equal in this room. Let's put them right here. That is about equal. See right there, and right there. And now let's push it back so that it's outside of the building because it comes down lower. Now I think it's going to come down. Whoa, look at this. Whoa, it fits right there. Hold on, I think we found one. I just need to make sure that I don't see it. I don't see it on this part. Let me go in here for a minute and look. So see that? See that line right there? Is someone actually in bed? Hold on. Khalil? What are you doing here? I didn't know Khalil was still here. How interesting. Okay. There it is. Let's go to the apartment building and see. Although we might be able to see what it's doing from outside. Let's see for just a second if I can see it. If I can see it outside. Here we are. So there it is. That's it sitting right here. And you can see it's sitting down. And that's it. That's it right there. That's what we're going to be able to put in. That is definitely it. Ryan needs something. That's Ryan right there. We'll have to check. Oh, let's go this way. We can come in the airlocks right here. And here we are. And then that's it, right on the roof. Right there like that. And out here, it's not even showing on this side. And it's not showing coming through here because it's super tiny. And this is what we're going to do. Okay, so we have something built here already. This will probably have to come away. I just need, this is the hut block right there. So when we do this, this part is probably going to come away. And it's going to be flooded because this is in the iceberg. So are we ready? Constructed. And there it is. All right, so let's X for a second and see what we've got. So this is what we've got. We've got this sitting behind us. It took away this part of the wall. Hopefully it didn't take away the, let's sponge here. Hopefully it didn't take away the ceiling downstairs. We've got something that is open to the outside right here. So let's take, nope, yes. Let's take this for a minute and close this part. This part and this part. We're going to begin to make a wall, but just for right now, I just want to get the parts that are flooded, where water's coming in and not, and continues to come in. That means that it has a direct connection to the outside. I don't see anything, do you? That's dry. That's dry. The torch is on there, so I think it's dry. And these ones got washed away. And this is the This is this part of this. And the hut block, where is it? Where's the hut block? Where's the hut block? Did it not make the hut block? Hold on, hold on. What happened to the hut block? It's supposed to be right here. Did it actually not make the hut block because of the interference? Hold on. That's what it looks like. Hold on. No. The hood block's supposed to be right here, but that's not facing the right way. Something's wrong with the way this is. That's correct, right there. And the hut block is supposed to be right here. It did not make it. Oh, that's fascinating. Planter. Now that would be interesting. Plant T. Planter. Here's a planter piece right there. Now, wouldn't that be interesting if it didn't make it because I didn't have one on me? That would be curious, but that would be a change that I could expect. Let's try this again. This is in exactly the same place. Constructed and X. Well, the hut block's there this time. Did I hit it by mistake maybe? When I came in? I might have. That would make sense. That I might have hit it by mistake when I came into the place. Okay, so there is water here. And we can make this an actual pool right here. Have the water go around this and make this an actual cave. We'll just have this whole area here be filled in. And what do we do about this? Do we want to bring this? We could actually have a structure right here. See where these pieces are? I think they're right where this ends. That piece ends. Like there's a tent area right
I
here.
hope it stops raining soon.
I think I like that. And this, of course, is the elevator right here. If we want, we can make the elevator pieces come up right in this spot, just to make it that they're not going to go that way, that they have to go around the corner, and that this area here is all a part of this. Now what do I do with this? So I could do over here with this what I did with the other side and have it be here. You see those underneath, so we'll take those out and put these pieces in. And above we have to do the same thing. And over here. So now it's leaking, so let's take that and do that. And on this side we have this area here, And that would mean that this part come up like that. This side also. Just for a minute so we can get an idea. Do I need these? I don't think I do. I don't think I need these right here, because this is it right here. Yeah, it's gonna get real dark. Lamps, camera, action. Let's see if we have any lamps on us. We do not. We have torches. Oh, there!
I hope it stops raining
Yay!
soon.
Yay! All right. So for right now, let's put one on the counter so we can see what we're doing.
I'm waiting for something.
We're in the water again. That's actually Zora who's talking. And in this area here, what is this color out here? Ah, it's grass, but there's white. It's gravel and farm soil. Gravel and soil. This is the color I'm looking for. This color right here. Let's do the floor in these sections right here in this color, all the way up to that part, all the way up to this. So this area here is also this color, and this whole area back here is this color. Did I take away? There's a piece right here. See that piece? What's that? Oh, it's a chair. Oh, how nice. In dark, I'll have that piece here. Let's put that in. I'm fine with that piece being there for some reason. There's something interesting about that. Let's take this whole section right here and make it do this. And I like that. And I'm gonna have to put something here so we can see. Something here so we can see. Oh, these will be fun actually if we have those there like that. We can take this away. Let me get a sponge for there. Let's get an axe. Let's put this up and put an axe so that I can chop these fence pieces down in a sensible way. And just put that, leave that one there, and leave that. And I think I like that. Now, do I want to do this? If we have ground in this part right here, because we're going to suggest that this is heated. It has to be, because it's too cold for this kind of growth in this area. So all underneath here
I can't work like that.
would have to be dirt in this part. But I kind of like the suggestion of this in this way. Are we using a corner? Yes, we are. Let's put this corner here, and here, and then do this. So we're kind of making it, I guess we're making it look like there's something underneath or something where the water is being heated from. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? That would indeed. Dirt? Dirt indeed. have it? All right, and then this, all of this will join the flooring downstairs. So the flooring downstairs is made out of this color. I don't think this is the roof, but if it is, let's see now. Did I just change the color of the roof on this part? I didn't, but look what happened here. Ooh. Ooh. One, two. Oh no, it sure is. No. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it absolutely is dripping. So the back part, we're not going to be able to have that piece right there. We actually have to put in something else right here. So let's start by putting in this right here, like that, and then we'll go upstairs. In this part, where is that? Can we even see it? It's not even showing. So where's the missing dirt? Is it underneath? How fascinating. Isn't that curious? That's curious. Okay, we're good to go. All right, and so now what we were trying to see is what's holding up the tent on this side. And these are really thick. What if we did something, some different kind, like, these are very old, these market pieces. We could use, let's make some things go away. We don't need these. Let's put the sponge back where it belongs. This here. This can stay. These we need. We can put these up. Let's put this here. And now let's go to here. Put this away. This away. That is one of those. This way, this way, this way. Okay, let's get an architect's cutter. Architect's cutter. Let's get oak wood. So let's go to wood. These are oak. So we're going to get oak wood. And let's see how many pieces we need to make a column. And let's go to columns. Here we are. Let's do the square ones. Since these are big fat square things, why don't we use the square ones to begin with? And we can use the smaller ones if we want at the back. And let's see what this looks like. So let's take these pieces, and these are the big square ones right here, and take these away and put these here. Whoop, whoop, careful. Hot block, hot block. Here we go. Okay, so they look like that instead. This is going to be interesting. They don't like anything sitting on them. Okay. And we'll have that like that. Let me see what this looks like from this side. So it's kind of a thing where there's this area behind here, but people aren't necessarily allowed to come back here, but they can come here and look. And there is this right here, and we can actually make it a gate instead. And let's see if we can. Let's see if we can have a gate with that piece there like that. So let's see. A gate would look like this. Is it attached to anything? No, of course it isn't. So I don't know what I would like this counter to be then. That's not going to work for this part. It might work over here to have the narrow ones come up like this all the way up to hold this part up right there. We maybe could put these in as circus poles, saying that this is what's holding up that part right there. And then we'd have to have something like this to come across right here as the structural part there. Whoops. Nope. Let's do that. And let's do that. Now, this is water, I think. I think I need a sponge. I think water's coming out of that hole. Nope, it's not. Okay, so they can walk all the way around. We have lanterns in those spots. We'll see what we do with that to maybe like make some kind of coloring or something like that. I was trying to make that there was a thing here, but maybe we don't need it. Maybe what we need is in these corners right here to have the thin piece right here and just have it come like this on both the sides. So this is sort of like a tent piece, and then it has that and this, and now what? Let's have this come all the way over to here like that, and these right here are going to be here. That's fine. And on this side we didn't get this piece. Underneath these is definitely white. So let's take this away and put that in, and take that away and put that in. And over there I think there's another one, but we'll put the glass back in for a minute. And this color back here, and glass here. Glass there, glass there. Do we want something for the fact that that's like that? Should we even have glass? They can see through the ice right here, which is really kind of neat. There isn't anything here. We took that one away. This one's like that one, where there isn't really anything here. Let's make this white right here. That and that. And then bring these back right in this spot. And then we need, we don't have any over here yet. Okay. And then down here, we need to do the same thing in this part right here, and put in that and that, and then take the glass and put back into that part, and then come over here and do this one. And we have those parts. Now we should have some of these. Here's one right here for this area. Let's get that, 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 and that. That should keep all of that from leaking. And yeah, I am going to have to do something about the fact that Kenzo and Ryan now are complaining about not getting some things. And so we'll have to do something about that. So what are we planting in this field? We're planting both of these. We're planting both of these things can be planted here. And this is good. And so let's go downstairs. This is the only sea field that we have. And so she can do this. Excellent. And there we go. So she now is in charge of the sea field upstairs. And that allows this planter to have the smallest of fields right here for her to do her thing in. Now, something's going on with the water on that side. Let's put this here. Let's put this down. Let's put this up. And this and this. We
That's
don't need
some bad
any
weather we're
of
having
these
today.
pieces. These pieces can all go back. The rest of them are in the room. I just heard someone. Let's do this right here. What's it called? Bucket. Let's get one with water and one without, so that we can have water be equalized right there. And do we need to equalize the water in another area here? There's an equalization there and there. Let's hope we're not drowning downstairs. So let's go down for a minute and see if something's leaking. It is not. And then let's come
I'm
here
singing in the rain.
to where
Just
she
singing
is.
in the rain.
You're unable to do something. What do you need? Ah, it's going to be delivered. Good. So she's fine. She's going to get the stuff that she needs. It's going to be delivered. And she will get to work on planting. She'll start planting. She's just waiting for plants. And so we didn't have to take away this full area here. And this is fine with these. How are these connected? It's a mystery. We could take this white wool piece here and bring it down like that and make them connect to that. And I think I like that better. And then these don't have to connect on this part right here. They can just be there. And that takes
I
care
won't
of
work
that.
during this terrible rain.
All right. Next, this. So this is definitely going to be concrete. And that's not concrete. That's not concrete. So we'll put this here. This is definitely going to be concrete. I'm just going to begin to take these pieces and do this. And yeah, thank you all. Hi. This is me doing what I do. I just have fun experimenting and using things completely differently. Not completely. I'm sure there are other people out there who are making some things different. Nope. These do not like that. They don't. They will not stay, these pieces. So we'll put something in the back
I hope it
there.
stops raining soon.
Put something here. And what kind of lights do I want to put here? I could put the lanterns. It kind of looks neat with the lanterns, doesn't it? With lanterns in these portals right here, like this, all around. That's kind of interesting. No. Yes. All right, so if I was talking about something, I
so
would
cold,
talk.
wow.
I
hope
would
I
do
can
this
catch
while
it.
I was talking. For instance, this morning I was talking about the idea. Oh, okay, now we've got something going. It's noon and we've got a thunderstorm. Let's come down here. We have an emergency situation. So we're going to come here. Let's quickly go out this way. That's a good question. Which is closer? The one this way or the one that way? I think they're equidistant, believe it or not. So we're going to go to this one. We have guard towers, druid stations in two areas. We're going to use this one. This is a level 3 druid station right here. And we're going to go to sleep in the middle of the day and wake up at 6 o'clock the next morning, where the storm is no longer happening. And we're going to have a very nice day. As a matter of fact, we can see the sun from underneath the water, from underneath the ice, right there, rising up above the city. And that looks really good from here. This is a level 3, so it doesn't have the upstairs yet to go upstairs. Look at what we can see from here. We can see River's shop. She's one of the builders, and she has a shop right there. Gosh, we could almost put for her to get deliveries directly to her shop like that, couldn't we? That would be interesting. We'll see. We'll see if we want to do that later. In the meantime, let's go back this way and back this way and back this way. So, who's complaining? I thought Case was complaining, but he might not be complaining now. Hi, Case.
So what will it be for you?
I know you need that. We're working on it. We really are. A clock. Ooh. Do they know how to make a clock yet? That's an interesting thought. Let's go over to Mildred and Bear. Oh, look. Skin in the game. Is this, what's his name? It's like Tamamu or something. I remembered Tamamu. Yes, Tanam, and I gendered that person, and I shouldn't have. It's Tamamu, and excellent, excellent. Can I get a picture? I think I can. Look at that. Thank you. That was nice. Tamamu gave me a picture. I think I might have a picture of Tamamu already. I'm collecting them all. Collecting the whole set. So we'll see. I might have a picture. We'll see which one is the better picture. And where were we headed? Yes, we were headed to Mildred. Thank you. We were headed to Mildred and to Bear because they are the mechanics. And they're right over here. Now, Mildred can definitely make buttons or have the buttons in the shop. And that's what we'll say. Oh, I don't see anything. Interesting. So let's teach buttons. What button is needed? So let me come here. We don't need these. I'll take this. We have plenty of these. This should be on this side, and I only need one of those. And let's come to this. Bless you. Let's come to this. Nope. Let's go to Case. There he is. And let's do this here. And we can see According to this, all he needs is a daylight detector and cut copper. That's all it's saying he needs. Didn't it seem like he needed more? Maybe he got it. A daylight connector. Let's come over here. Let's come to here. Teach recipe. Daylight. Daylight connector. And that is this. And it needs slab. We could go ahead and do birch slab because we have a ton of it. Or we could do oak slab. I think I'm going to do birch slab because we have it. We have it for the chefs. So let's come here. Teach, teach, teach. And there it is. I think because I have it on me. Done. Okay, so that's one thing. And then the other thing was copper. I thought he needed buttons, but maybe they were there already. The other thing that he needs is cut copper. Oh, these are things that no one can do yet. I remember
Another
now.
beautiful day in the
It's
colony.
not the only things that he needs. It's the things that I would need to provide because they don't have a recipe for it or something like that. That's actually what that is. So let's come over here to Nancy, because Nancy's working with copper. This is Nancy's shop. Nancy's shop is in the process of being updated, renovated, enhanced, the next level up. She's expanding. Why don't we do that? She's expanding. And there's one of the couriers. Let's come here. Let's come to here. And sure enough, look what we've got. Now, the concrete slab should be her brother. He's doing that. A concrete door and exposed copper. This is what she's doing. The exposed copper door. And what's the thing that needs to be done here? Cut copper wall. So let's come to, no, let's come to here. Let's come to the cutter. Let's teach a recipe. Teach this way. Cut copper. There's cut copper right there. And select that. And she should get copper wall, but let's just make sure. Did you see any? There it is. Cut copper wall right there. Teach that. And now she can make that. We won't fix the shimmer because this is still being worked on. See? Ryan's still working on it, so we're not going to fix the shimmer right now. We'll wait until Ryan's done. So now those things technically shouldn't be here anymore, but they still need them. So maybe that's why they're there. Now let's go back to case and see what it says. Because he needed other things here. But now all he needs is this. Look at this. Look at this. Daylight detector. Let's go to Spencer for a minute. Concerned me that he should know how to make slab, concrete slab, stair, and all of that. Hi, River.
Yes.
What do you need? You need an exposed copper door. And I think that's exposed copper. Now that's a thing. We might need to do a recipe for exposed copper and weathered. We'll check on those in just a minute. Let's come over to Spencer. Spencer's working on concrete stuff. And let's come here. And with the cutter, he can make things, but let's come to teach recipe. And let's see. I don't think there's with concrete. I think all of concrete has to be. Yeah, see, there's no such thing. So done. So let's look here. Cutter. We have white concrete. That means he can make all the stuff that needs to be made from white concrete. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's go back to Nancy, his sister, and we're going to check on the next part. Yep. Come down here. And that was copper things. That should be already in the works here, but let's look for a second. And now they're showing up for a river. And this is exposed. So let's teach that. The concrete is showing up still. Let's select black. This is black fancy. Ah, drat. I was just there. I could have done that. Why didn't I look at it? Okay, so let's come to here and let's look for copper. So exposed copper, the mechanic makes it from weathered, or he uses weathered to make it. Weathered copper, oxidized copper. Where's the oxidized copper coming from? Let's look at copper. Block of copper, that's definitely the mechanic. And then all the pieces have to come from them. Stonemason can make that, and that, and that, and that. And the waxed is the stonemason. Waxed exposed copper, teach recipe. Waxed exposed copper. Waxed exposed copper, waxed weathered copper, oxidized copper, oxidized copper right there. Didn't I just make that? Waxed weathered, weathered. This one. They can't make it. They can't oxidize copper. Okay. Waxed oxidized copper. Okay. So I think that's what we can do at this moment. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. It didn't show up on his though. Isn't that interesting that it didn't show up on his? I thought that was curious. To make that door, which would suggest that it's already possible to make it. Cutter. I don't see a mixture. Hold on, let me see what this is. Daylight, nope, that's not it. So let's come to here. This is case. Let's put case back. What was that? That was Kenzo. Let's look at Kenzo for a second. And that's a fancy black concrete, which is red and black concrete. Let's go ahead and make it. the recipe for this. So let's come to Cutter, Teach, and look at it coming up now. Let's select that and teach it. And the fancy exposed copper is actually her, and we should have it already, but we'll check. That is most curious. That definitely is. Everybody's in bed. Yay! There has been a dramatic change in Minecolonies since they started playing the 21 with the server. So Minecolonies has a Patreon server that they play with, the developers play with, and it just opened a week ago, and we can already see the changes that have happened. All colonists are now going to bed again. I'm having less problems with people sticking and things like that. All of that is part of them playing the game. And let's come to Cutter and let's see. And there it is this time. So, and I noticed that. Do I need to put each person's up? What do you need, Ryan, that you're not getting? Let's see if there's something here. It's the fancy exposed copper door. Let's put that one there. So what can't be made? The thing that can be made is this oxidized copper. That's the one that can't be made. That's the one that has to be supplied. So that will be something that we'll have to look at and get things going. Vincentius Primus, everybody. Vincentius, do you need something? Okay. Oxidized copper is just copper and time. Ah, okay. Cool.
You leave it out and it changes different shades as it oxidizes.
Yeah.
And then you wax it.
And then you can wax it at the different shades. Ah, oh, cool. Stop the process. Yeah, let's put some of the minerals that we found when we went to take Bubbles back to their home. We found some minerals and I'm going to put them away. So I could put them in a stash, but since I'm right here, I'm just going to put them here. So I need to get them out. So we found gold, copper, diamonds, iron, redstone, and something else doesn't belong. There we go. Glow ink sacks. We don't need this anymore. I'm going to put this, actually I'll just leave this here for a second. We don't need the torches. Those are mine. And this is still being shipped to Jelly Bean, the milk and the water, and so that's why it's there. Oh yeah, let's take that out. And I believe that belonged to one of the places that I probably had that place. Look at this. Look how many I have again. That I had. Remember when I was repairing something, that coal was probably in one of their storage, and when I repaired it, or when I broke the rack because it was shimmering, that didn't get put back. So I'll just put it here, and then all of this can go back into the warehouse in all the places that it needs to go. This glass is mine, and we're just going to take that piece of glass and put it away for right now. And there we go. Ta-da. Okay, so wow. So the other thing that we needed to do, where we have this brand new platform here, it's holding up this ship, one of the scrubs, and they put, this is a level 5, so Mubian, oops, sorry, Mubian put glass here. We're gonna put, do we have anything that will wash away? We do not. Let's close this. I want to experiment and see if the gate, the Minecolonies gate, will work with water. It might not. So we'll check this. Maybe we don't want to. Yeah, I don't think so. I forgot they can use gate. So, and there's a trapdoor outside. So the druids might think that they can go out. So we'll have to pretend. We'll have to Dungeon and Dragon the fact that this iron bar is actually like the gate. That this is actually what is raised when the ship comes in. And let's see if we can do it. Yes, we can. So I'm just trying to do it so that we don't get water. And there we go. Okay, problem. Yeah, there isn't going to be anything I can do about that. The fact that it's sticking to those. Unless I don't have them. I don't actually need those here. This chest is the courier. And so we'll leave it for now until we decide if we need the courier here. All we wanted was the scrub to be here. But I don't know that I necessarily want a courier here like this. I might use the two that are in the logistics center or in the warehouse. I might use those. Let's not have this one. And that will give Spencer back his room in here. And what we can put here is we can put barrels and boxes. Not that kind of box. Not that kind of box. Barrels. These kind of boxes. So let's put this in. We could put one of these. And for things that they pack into barrels, we could put one of those. So we'll put this crate right here, but I want it facing that way. Put the barrel on top like that. And then right over here, if we wanted, we could do trash or something, especially right here. I would almost rather have that be there as things that he's using, and let it be at that. So there is the Arcology level 5 stone mason fitting into the Aquatica and underwater base that we have. And Spencer's working right now, or at least waiting for some pieces. He sounds a little frustrated.
Good day to you.
Yeah, so he might be waiting. Look at what he has. Ooh, he likes rice balls. And this is what happens. You don't know what they're going to like. And I think it's very real world. No, I don't like real world. Earth world. It's very earth world that the people like all different kinds of food. Yes. Yes, Spencer. He's laughing at what I just said. Oh my gosh. So yes. So there it is. And I don't have a justification of what's holding up that platform just yet. I'll have to figure it out. We might have to put something that looks like it's supports underneath for the platform so that that ship is sitting there. So the way this ship is sitting here, when the ship pulls in, they can pull up to the door and they can have, we can say it's this machine right here, that this machine creates some kind of airlock, like it pushes out it pushes the water out in that area, and then they can pass all the merchandise through and put it on the ship. And I like the idea of that. We're just kind of steampunking. We are. Some of this, we're just steampunking. Now there is, this is a concrete, this is Juan right here. Hi, Evelyn. And Juan is not making anything
what'll it
right
be for
now, but he's not asking for, whoa, look at that axe. Now he's a level 3, so definitely iron. I don't know that I can give him, no, see? He doesn't have a minimum. So when that axe runs out, he'll have to request another from here. I think he won't have a problem. He can go get one himself, except that the logistics people would be a little unhappy with him for going to get one himself. And we'll understand that. Oh my. All right, so here's the other door right here. And just a sec. This door right here, we could have someone here, or maybe not. And for now, I'm going to say no to this. I'm going to let this one go. We're not going to have, this door opens up, and we could do the same thing that we did with the other. These doors are actually going to have scrubs there. And so then we'll see whether we want to use these courier positions because we need 2 more couriers. Up here, we have room for 2 right here. And then in each of these rooms is 3. There's 2 here and 1 there. And 2 here and 1 there. So that's 8. So Mubian intended that the player be able to have 2 more couriers somewhere. So we can have this one be open and this one be open. And that would solve that problem. I have a funny feeling that Lionel is not working on anything. Let's go see if Lionel's working on anything. And then if he isn't, then we'll have the decision. He's a level 5, so he doesn't have to update, which is why he could make this one right away because he's a level 5. And there goes one of the couriers. So Lionel's not working on anything. So now the question is, what do we want him to work on? We're making level 4s. We have the hotel. We have the graveyard. We have the foresters. We have the gift shop. We have the restaurant. And yeah, that's pretty much what we have in this area that he would be working on. Why don't we have him work on the restaurant first? Pretty. I think that's butter. It most certainly is. So you know what's interesting about that? Butter didn't exist when this was created. When this style was created, there was no such thing as butter. Definitely not Minecolonies butter. And so that means that Matlam and Mixasa have actually updated the underwater base style to use the new foods and to use the new materials. And that is pretty freaking cool now that I think about it. Yay! All right, so let's come here. We're going to have Lionel upgrade the building. So the coral that we need, there's seagrass, so that's going to be done by Zora. She's going to make seagrass. Roots we might have to get from somewhere. Sea pickles, yay! Zora's going to be able to do that. And salmon is going to come from onyx, of course. And glass is from Dax. We'll check on some of those things. And a dyed tunic. Whoa. Okay, so a dyed leather tunic. This is going to be interesting. We'll have to look and see how that gets done. Jungle saplings should be in the warehouse. We do have jungle trees. And then dried kelp block. I'll have to see who does that. If that is something that she does, Zora, as a part of having a sea farm. Hi, Michael. Okay, so these are all vanilla. I didn't put any new modded furniture in here yet. And there is Lionel. No, there's Isaac. Isaac was going there like he was going to get something to eat or something. Didn't it seem like that? And then he changed his mind. What are you doing? What are you doing, Isaac? You're going to bed. I see. You're going home. Okay. He started to go get something to eat, and then he realized that he was holding a tree and maybe thought he was going to take it and plant it, but then it was too late. That's what happened. Look at the moon. Look at the moon. It's so weird in this area. There's just a little tiny place where you can see the moon rising above the black ice on the shoreline, or the glaciers in the ocean, out in the ocean. That almost looks like black ice though, but it's so pretty. It's definitely pretty to be able to see it. It's a nice job of the way the moon looks in these. And there is our haunted ship. And when Lionel's done with the restaurant, it'll be a level 4. We can have the flower shop come up to a level 4 and 5. And then we can remove the plants on the outside. This is frozen. It's a frozen desert. It is. Glaciers. We can't actually grow anything in the water. So this glacier right here, I don't think I can put anything in the middle. There really isn't a lot of space there. See this room? It comes all the way into that space. So we would have to have something else, but I kind of like them being able to see the glaciers as a fact that they are in this glacial sea And that is a reminder of how actually freezing cold it is. And let's continue. Let's go back into town. So we did it. That was really quite wild, wasn't it? We actually did. That is something. We made a new tiny farm for the flower shop, to be able, for the planter in the flower shop to be able to plant. Now, I don't know that she's gotten it from the warehouse yet. We'll see. She most certainly has. Look at this. Look at this. Yay! Okay, so yeah, so we can just take, what time of day is it? It's 11? No, that's 10. 22, I think, is 10. 20 is 8, 9, 10. Yes. So let's just, while we're here and talking, so isn't that so cool? It's working. She's actually got from the warehouse the thing. Oh good. I don't want the cold air to come in. It'll actually ruin the crop, so we have to be careful about having cold ocean air come in and freeze the temperature down too low for these plants, because these are really sort of tropical plants, these plants in here. And yeah, so we're just taking the ice off of the walls and beginning, just thinking about what we're going to do next in this set right here. Really? Okay, I'll put that there. So yeah, because I have, we could have the kids. How much time do we have? It would be cutting it close, but I think we could have the kids. Why would we have kids? Because we still need researchers. We still need druids. And we still need, I don't think we need any crafters anymore. It's primarily our need for druids and researchers that is going to get us going again. Okay, so that is quite something. Yeah, I'm okay with the lanterns for now. There's lots of water in this area. It's very, we don't have to worry about fire. And so yeah, that's something. If we don't like, for instance, see these ones where the ice is behind and there's nothing really to look at there, we could have our glass makers actually make glass, decorative glass that we can put into these. Like for instance in here, we could do green glass. We could do this glass, or we could do the lime glass. We could actually do lime glass as well. The green glass would look like this. Let's come up here. Oh, I see that. Uh-oh. Okay. Stress management. That's what it would take. I'd have to be much better at managing my stress. I was with my sister and she was having some treatment at the Veterans Hospital, and because she's a veteran, and she was being treated, and when I came out, it was frustrating because the doctor was saying that certain medications weren't available unless they were generic, that they weren't available in their regular high costing. And one of them was something that he wanted to try on her, and it wasn't available. Sometimes they can request certain things, and those things are then go to a committee, and the committee decides if they can afford it, with regards to all the stuff that they have to get. Should they go ahead and try and get this? And but it was exceedingly frustrating. And in that moment, I had the realization that before the pandemic, I had spent the earlier years of my life, or my entire life, curating the fact that I did not get into situations that were untenable for me. So the fact that my sister is ill in a way that there's nothing that I can do about it is the most frustrating thing I've ever experienced in my life. And I don't have any kids, so I didn't want any, because that's the whole point of kids, is to frustrate you. Our poor parents, man, seriously. I don't know what I want to do here. I'm just going to leave that for right now. But yeah, that's one of the things that I'm quite aware of, the luxury of it, the fact that I was able to do that. But it wasn't so much a luxury as it was that a determination on my part that certain things in life that I might not have, or I'd have to get a different way, because I wasn't going to do certain things to get them. I just wasn't. And I have no regrets about that. No regrets at all. There has been some things where I don't understand why I did that to myself. Some things where I did things, made a decision, or did something in the moment that actually sabotaged me in a way. And I don't understand why I did, except that it definitely made it that I was never going to, for example, get any farther in a certain place because of something that I did. And it's not illegal or anything. It's just a timing issue. It's this timing issue, relationship issue, things like that. And relationship as in business relationships. And like I was talking about this morning on Twitch, with some things, quick, let's get this, wrong thing. Let's put this in. I was talking about this on Twitch this morning, just as a gift.
Yeah.
This is my gift to you for Valentine's, is cooperate, create friendships, create things where you work together with other people, And it has nothing to do with that you're going to use them to get ahead. Make real friendships where you actually enjoy working with the people that you work with, because that's how we do things. We work with people, and then we get things done. And we either work with family or we work with friends, but we're getting things done and succeeding. And success requires other people, and the selfishness of these of some of the people in the news at this particular time, the absolute selfishness of them is unspeakable. It's so horrible that they do not think that they owe anything to anyone is really sad. It's sad. So but don't follow their example, because you'll end up alone and you'll end up with nothing. So that is not something no matter how much they talk about how good they are at doing things, in a minute, we'll see what happens. We definitely will, because they're certainly not making any friends where they are now. They're not making any. And you have to have them. I don't care what anyone says. You have to have people you love, and people you care about, and people who it matters to you if something terrible happens. You have to have that to be human. And so even those of us who play in games, everyone is talking about, that you're sitting at a desk by yourself, but are you? I know a lot of people who are not doing things by themselves when they're online. And so Vincentius is one of them. Vincentius and I do music with other people. We know musicians who do music with other people. And that is the thing that we need to do. That's just the thing that you have to do. And so that's my gift to you. My love for you is just a reminder on Valentine's weekend that you need your friends, and you need real friendships in order to get ahead. And people can forget that people help them get to where they are, and they can forget and say that nobody helped them. But that's not true. That's definitely not true. You know why it's not true? Because some of these people were immigrants. And one of the major players was a freaking immigrant. That's why. That's why. So yeah. So anyway, let's get back to playing. And as I said, that was just talking about having friends and keeping them close and keeping it real and enjoying life. Enjoying some of the things of life. And I know it's difficult. I know that as a mermaid who is very, very old, I recognize that for a lot, there is a lot of stress and strain for those who are very young adults at this particular time. A lot. And if it feels like this, that I can barely have a conversation for a long period of time without coughing, because I'm stressing. I hold my stress in here, right here, right here. If it feels like that in other parts of people's bodies, in their brain, in their bones, in their stomach, in their joints, in their muscles, if it feels like that, yeah, we're living under a lot of stress. We really are. And so, yeah. Kenzo, what are you waiting for? Everything. You're waiting for a lot, Kenzo. Black floating. Let's go to Sebastian and the other case. The other case. We have 2 cases, 2 Michaels, 2 Mildreds, 2 Daniellas. They spell it differently. 2, there's another name that we also have. But yeah, we have a bunch of people. Hello. Who are you?
What can I do for you?
Sebastian. How nice. You look different. And who's that back here? This is Case. This is our other case. Right here.
If you say
my
so.
Case. If I say so. Yes. Oh, yeah. Why am I not the first case? Why am I the other case? Because you were born here. You arrived here, whereas they emigrated here. Is that true? That is. I think that is true. I can check, but just a second. Let's come here. Let's take 2 of these. Let's take Kenzo, and let's take the other case, and we'll put here, and we'll come here. You know, both of these cases are kids? That can't be. Okay, I'm gonna have to check in a minute, but let's come here and let's look at the cutter and let's see, do we need to teach anything? It says no, but I didn't think that they knew how to make black floating carpet. Let's go to floating. I don't think they know how to make this. And since we're doing black, let's do light gray. Gray. And white. We'll do white. Okay, and then we'll do the other colors as needed, but right now we'll do that. Okay. All right. This is the double Fletchery here. The retail Fletcher, who, when this is done, we will create a shop in this area, and then this area is where the work is done. It's going to be the same with the mechanics shop here. This is going to be the retail mechanics shop right here, and this is definitely the workshop right here. And this is on a single story right now. As this grows up, there's actually an upstairs that will be added. And of course, this is for the submarine to be let down into the water when this is finished. So it's not only the finish of the building, but the finish of the little mini submarine style. So it's almost like the people who work, the mechanics here, said, we need a better style of delivery scrub. And we're going to make a scrub that will hold more deliveries and yet is still small enough to fit into all the areas that the delivery scrub needs to fit into. And this one actually is that size. So this is very curious. It's almost like a part of the story was already written for the fact that they're making that scrub. And it's completely different from the ones that we're going to see all around. So it's like we are making a new, beautiful scrub that you can use. And now we've got Zora right here actually being able to work. And this is wonderful. And look at that. Dun, 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 dun. And all of that is okay. Let me see. We taught her how to make paper. What was the other thing? Scaffolding? Let's have her be able to make scaffolding. There we go. And there's something else, but I can't think what it is right now. So right now we'll just do that. Okay. And it's nighttime. It is 11. We were just looking at Kenzo and Case. We could look at Lionel and River in the same location. Let me see something for a minute. Let's look at Glass for a second. Let's go back here. Don't see anything there. And don't see anything there. So let me just check. Oh yeah, the banners. Soul Lantern. Not sure about the Soul Lantern. I'll actually have to see. And the fancy exposed copper door. We're going to have to ask. Now, the mermaids are really good at doing exposed metals, as you can imagine. And we'll check and see. And this is some kind of glass pieces. And let's go back just for a minute. I just want to make sure that they can make a soul lantern. Yes, there it is. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we don't have to worry about those guys. Let's disable these two, just so that we don't have to worry about them. And we can move them down. We can move all of these down. There we go, to the bottom. Because we really don't, we're not going to do these kind of gates necessarily. Although there, I'm going to have to put this one back, enable. We do have these gates on the barracks and they're going to have to make them. So we can leave that one up and put the rest down for right now. And I think that's good. Yeah, actually, yes. They are actually making gate for the for the barracks. This copper here is how we're getting the copper that then gets exposed, and that is good. Do I still have enough time to do kids? Do I still? Or should I do that next week? Maybe I will do it next week. Khalil. What is Khalil doing there? Khalil's still in the... I know why. We moved him out of the Terrapota because he was in one of these apartments here, and they were... This one probably. And it was needed for raising children. This one was. But now no one's living here because Michael is... joined the exploration team, so no one's living here. This is not too bad for Khalil. Yeah, this is actually good for him. So we're going to have him move in here. This is a B, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. It's a definite B. And we didn't finish with this part right here, where we could put in closets. And there is a kitchen. This is the one with the really cool kitchen too. There's a kitchen right here, but this is spruce. So up here we can do spruce for the cabinetry. Let's make closets, wardrobes, and we'll do spruce fronts. Let's do this set. So we're going to do this and this, and that is the cabinetry in here. We could put something by the bed. Are people coming home? No, they're going to work. Okay. And I know I get a little worried about this area right here not being enough. So we'll see what happens. This was one of the first ones that we did. Remember picking out this picture for it, and I like the colors. We're just having fun. And then this came along a little later. Now this is one where they're definitely facing the television here and not facing the outside. We could put a curtain, and here, some people don't really care, but we could actually put a curtain here to suggest that the curtain slides all the way across. That would actually be fun. We can't put a curtain here. See that? We can put one here. And then I don't care. And then I don't care anymore. So Khalil is here. So we're going to put an actual doormat right here, so that we know that someone actually lives there. No one lives here. This one doesn't have a kitchen yet. I don't think I've put a kitchen in any of this yet. I have not. That is most curious. Putting a kitchen in the A apartment. This is the A apartment right here, where the table is here, and there's this there are these pillars in this area here. And I might have to take them out. I might have to take the pillars out because I don't have a justification for, and I need this space right here, and right where this is. So if we took that away, we could do a lamp. We might have to do a ceiling lamp, so we can either use the paper lamps or we can use ceiling. We could use one of these. Let's try this. Let's do that. So what is this? What's above here? Nada. Interesting. This is going to leak if we do this. Let's put in the slab. This is slab, isn't it? It sure is. Let's put this here. What are we going to do about this? These are, oh, it's leaking still. So you know what that means. That means that these are stairs above here. So we would have to take this and put this here. Who's next door? That looks like the university? What is that? I don't know. Oh, it's the tavern. I think it's the tavern. Okay. This part they seem to be okay with that, so I'm not going to worry about it. Is this leaking still? Yeah, it is. But now I think I could go ahead and put this color right there. Yes. No. Does that leak if I do that? Let me see if it'll leak if I do this. Yay! Excellent. Okay. That's wonderful. Let's do that. And this part has this decoration. We can put these here for this. That's not leaking because of that. Huh. Why don't we do this? I think I want to do that. Oh, it's different on the bottom. It is. Let's take this and put it there. Oh, how fascinating. Okay. Here's a light there. These look like lights all across here. And now we have a lamp over there. So we don't need this. Right here in the doorway we have a closet and a stool. And this is the dining room right here. Let's put in the chairs. Let's put chairs here. Do I have anything? Let me look here. Did I take them all? I did not. Okay, so let's come to here. I don't need these three. This goes here, and this goes away. And what do I need? Chairs. C-H-A-I-R. The chair that I like with this table, of course, is the spruce. Unless we're going to make some specific color in here. There are red chairs in this area right here. And this is kind of supposed to be the dining room, which should kind of make this area over here where the kitchen probably should be. This is not a view. They don't really have a view. We could push this out, and that would give us a little bit more space for the dining room. And this area here, Rotas Repo Tenet Opera. Rome Latin. It's Latin. Tenet Opera. Latin. And so we can make these pieces go away in this area here. And this is already pushed out right here. The dining room table is over here. So we can push this part out. Is there anything here that's going to get wet and wash away? I don't think the stool's going to wash away. So let's take this out. Nobody lives here. Let's take, why don't we just go ahead and take the gray and extend the floor out to here. Let's look at this part. So see, it has this section right here. Let's extend this out like this. So this isn't going to have that. This part will, but this part isn't. We're going to bring this part out. And see that part there? Maybe we'll make it like that. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? That would indeed. All right, so this is stairs. Although they're doing it like that. Can I do it? Can I do it? No. Let me see if we need to do it this way for this one. And is this one going to stay? It is. Okay. So we'll just do it that way for that one, and this way for this one. Right there like that. I'm good with that. And then this is the new window right here. And the question is it going to be what we've done with some of the others is put that in that spot and maybe just have the window be right there. Window, W-I-N-D, glass. We don't have windows. What am I talking about? Glass. Well, we do actually. Macaws. I think even crayfish has windows. But there we go. Okie dokie. So this is going to be kind of similar to some of the kitchens we have in some other areas. I think this is unusual, but I think I want to bring that all the way there. Let's take that part and fix it. And this and make it that color. In this apartment, I don't know, we'll do something else someplace else, put right here. Right now, we're doing that. Now you see how those flower things are coming down in here? That would seem to suggest that somewhere inside something, there's one of those flowers. That would be wild. That's kind of what it looks like. All right. Yeah, let's do a kitchen. So we have enough room for 2 things. Is there nothing there? Oh, it's just a different color. Interesting. Let's have that. Yeah, let's have that. This be a part of the living room area. This right here, and this be a part of the kitchen. Have the kitchen come all the way over and have one of the counters be right here. Turn and come right here into 2. 1, 2. I think that'll work. Have this right here. That makes it nice. Then, yeah, there's not much to see there. There really isn't. It's pretty. That's definitely looking like the tavern over there. So we could maybe remove these pieces and then change where the breakup is for this. So see where this is right here? Let's have the breakdown be here. Did I put those chairs down yet? No. Let's put a chair there, a chair here, chair there. And that works. Okay, and then what don't I need? This is in the room. These are all in the room. But what I need is this and this and this. So let's remove that one and put those here, and then put this here and this here, and that can stay however it wants for just now, because then we can take these away and put in something right here. And we could, if we wanted to, bring this down on the wall right here to frame something being right here that they can sit here and look at right here. Can I make that go all the way over? Let's see if I can. I can indeed. Let's do that. And there we have it. Okay. Let's take this part down to match the other side. And I think that's good. Okay. TV before kitchen. That would be interesting. Let's put the kitchen in for a minute. Let's go to cabinets. CABIN. Because what we need, these are in the room, is thin cabinets. And we've got spruce. These are stripped birch, stripped spruce. What does this look like? Let's see what this looks like. Oh, interesting. Look, it's not the outside wood. Oh, how fascinating, Paladin. That is most curious. Let's do that again. Cabinets, BINE. And there's the other. There's the reverse right there. This is nice. Oh, look at that. And that gives us that. Oh, how fascinating. CABINET. Do we have... So this gives us the wood, the plank, and this gives us the actual wood. And is that how the others go? Cooking for blockheads should be okay. We just can't use the white refrigerator. The other pieces seem to be okay. Ooh, pretty. Look at the aspen. Let's look. Ah. So we definitely already have spruce here. See those? And we don't need paladin for these. We actually don't. Let's go to cabinets. Because I'm almost positive. There we go. That we have these. And this is spruce. And look at the narrow ones. This is perfect. And do we have spruce glass front? So we've got a bunch of things that we can do. So we can do glass fronts that look like that with this here. And then we can do this on one side. Uh-oh. Are we gonna have that problem? No, good, yay. Thank you. Oops, macaw. I think this is who this is. It is indeed macaws, and I like that. Yeah, I see it. I have to think about it. I mean, if someone had a glass, they would have it closer to the living room. It would be sitting here like this. They have to be able to get to it. Sitting there like that. Put this in the middle of these two. And then have one of these sitting here like that. That's not leaking anymore. And then take this and put here. And we'll see what we're going to do with that part right there. We'll see what happens, but for right now, we can just put it like that if we want. And we're almost, wow, we're almost done for the day, which is pretty wild, because that means we're done for the week. Counter, which is pretty amazing. This has been, that's what happens. It's been pretty, there's been some stress. But we've made it through. I guess that's what we'd have to say. We've actually made it through and survived all of this that is going on in the United States and in other parts of the world having their own problems as well. In the same way or different from us. And that's where we're at right now. So thank you everyone for being here. I hope you enjoyed watching me play. I have fun. I'm having fun doing this. I know I have a cabinet there. I'm going to put this here instead. Oh, it's still pretty clear that that is right up against the cabinet. We could make a smaller cabinet there. We could put one of these down there. Did I just make that go away? I sure did. Let's see if I can put this here, only facing this way, and that right there, except now I would need it to be a counter, and see, I don't have one. I'm just going to have something there. I am, because I need to have something there. They would just pull out the chair and get to that piece. That's what we'll say, that they'll just pull out a chair and get to that piece. And right here, we'll put the drawer here and the drawer here at this end. Oopsies. So we'll have to use a cabinet piece here in order for the outsides to match. Right there, let's set it here. Oops, set it here like this. But we'll have to have a sink right there. This will be interesting. Look at that. That actually looks nice like that, doesn't it? That is a curious thing that happened just then. Look at that. I kind of like that. All right, this is it. We can't continue. We've been starting these projects really late and then going, what time is it? And so we have one of these right now. So I started late. We'll do kids next week. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Mr. Villager was here in chat earlier. Obrigado. Thank you, Mr. Villager. I hope you enjoyed, those of you who are watching. And those of you who will watch later, thank you for watching. It's really nice. It's really wonderful. And I like it. Enjoy your games, everyone. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. And here we go. We've been listening to Drone Hands. And there are links on my YouTube channel for Drone Hands music and for Vincentius Primus doing music under Blood Music. He also does Man About Town. So you can look those up. All three musicians are on bandcamp.com. And so here we go. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now.